Hey there guys, welcome to a brand new video on my channel. I am back today with some more Chelsea career mode, and it's actually going to be an episode. There's going to be no gameplay, but it's going to be the series roundup, something that I promised I'd bring you guys about a month ago before I went on holiday, but I never got around to recording it. And yeah, I want to just say before we get into this video that I'm really sorry as how this career mode turned out this year. I should be finishing a career mode that I started at the start of FIFA in August. This isn't how I want it to be. I want to get at least 2 career modes out per year, and I believe in FIFA 19 I'm going to be able to do that. I'm going to have a lot more free time on my hands. I'm going to be putting a lot more time into YouTube, and this is going to be a good opportunity for us to get some nice career mode done. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. But for now, we're going to have to do a series roundup of this career mode, which is something I'm excited for because we've got a lot to show you basically. And without any further ado, let's get into it. So to get started, we're going to be looking at some of the tables here. Looking at Spain actually in the European qualifiers, which is something we were doing now for Euro 2020. Of course, I was never actually going to be able to play that, but we were just looking it out basically. And we got 8 wins in 8 games, 21 goals for and 0 goals against. So we did really well with Spain, can I just say. If we move on now, South America Cup, that's nothing important for us. The Premier League this year, we won 38 out of 38 games. That was a bit ridiculous, I'm not going to lie, how we won that many games. I'm not really sure how that's actually happened. I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, 114 points. That was absolutely insane. All the 3 newly promoted sides that went into our league this year went straight back down, by the way. They're at Aston Villa, Sheffield Wednesday and Fulham. So the Premier League was great. Community Shield was brilliant as well. A 2-0 victory. That one with these 2 goals from Morata there. Move on to the next competition. You know how slow this is, but so far we got 2 cups in our hand. That's the 3rd, the Emirates FA Cup. We did really well in that, including a dramatic semi-final against Everton. I remember that. We were 2-1 down in the 87th minute and turned it around in the full 90 minutes, which is absolutely brilliant. Next up should be the Carabao Cup, shouldn't it? Yeah, it is. We just won that one as well, despite getting some really nice results to Arsenal and Crystal Palace. We only just scraped it against City, who are of course the top opposition, as that is fair enough. The Asian Elite Cup, which was pre-season, we did well in. We also did well in the group stage of that, which I'm happy about. Copa Europe, we don't really care about, of course. Champions Cup was really disappointing for us again, guys. Went out to Real Madrid, this time on a penalty shootout. How devastating is that? Yeah, that one really hurt. I can't believe that. We did that in the first season as well. Got out to Real Madrid that early on, but yeah. Champions League didn't go well, but apart from that, we won the pre-season tournament, we won the Premier League, we won the Community Shield, we won the FA Cup, and we won the Carabao Cup. So we did do well in the tables, in all honesty. We did do well in the competitions that we came up against throughout the series, really, and especially in this season. Now we're going to be looking at some other leagues here. Argentina isn't one you guys would really care about. I'm just going to go through until there's a league that's really interesting that comes up, basically. So England, of course, that's one we're looking at. The Championship, Bournemouth won that. And well, looking at the 3 relegated teams, look like they're going to be coming straight back up. We don't know who won the playoffs yet though, but Bournemouth, Newcastle and Crystal Palace all doing really well in there. League 1, Portsmouth doing well in that, Bristol Rovers not doing so well. League 2, Chesterfield won that, so some interesting stuff there in the 2nd season. France, PSG of course won the league with Monaco, Marseille and Lyon following in. And Lorient won Ligue 2. In terms of Germany, Bayern of course won that as well. It's looking pretty realistic so far, I'm not going to lie. Dortmund, Leverkusen, Schalke and Leipzig in there of course. Italy, Napoli getting the league win there, of course. Juventus won't have Ronaldo, so that maybe plays a part. And well, Napoli getting the league win there over Juventus by 1 point. That could have actually happened in real life, you know, at one stage, but it didn't. But yeah, wow, look at that from Napoli. They win the league. That is good stuff from them there, I'm not going to lie. We just keep going on here until some more good leagues come up though. Portugal, Braga won that wow, ahead of the likes of Benfica, Porto and Sporting. What else we got? We should have the Spanish league coming up here soon. And Real Madrid have gone ahead and won that by quite a distance too. They don't usually win the leagues that often in real life, if I'm being honest, recently anyway. But yeah, the 3 you'd expect up there, Real, Barca and Atletico of course. I'll actually have to look at the Liga. And yeah, Barca didn't do too well in that of course. And I'm not really sure there are any other interesting leagues here. Galatasaray stormed the Turkish league, Sporting KC, Boca Juniors, and yeah, we're back to the beginning, guys. So that's how the other leagues looked around the world, basically moulding all around us, and it's pretty much how you'd expect it, to be honest, in all of the other leagues. Now, the guys are going to be looking at our team stats in some different competitions here, so we'll have a look in the European qualifiers how we ended up doing. Morata with 4 goals, Asensio with 3. Silva with 3, Costa with 2, Saul, Diago and Isco with 2. Vitolo and Rodrigo also in there with 1. In terms of assists, Diago gets the most there, Alba and Koke also in there, and Morata and Saul and Mata actually. And yeah, in terms of the average rating per games, Costa and Mata both doing really well. The Mata only played 1 game and he got 2 assists. Costa only playing 1 game, and he got 2 goals. If we look at the Premier League, guys, how Chelsea ended up doing this season, we'll have a look. You've got the most stats, of course, I believe, yeah, will be Courtois with 38. He started every game, followed by Azpilicueta, Bakayoko and Christensen. Also Alexandro in there. Goals, Morata got 27, Hazard got 17, and Insigne got 10. Our front three doing well there, and the wing-backs also backing up with some good supply. Insigne with a good return on goals and assists, actually, in so little laps, you know, look at that, he got very few laps, Insigne. We did really mix it around, I remember, in the Premier League, because we had such a massive squad, we had to mix it around loads, but yeah, Hazard and Insigne doing well on assists there. I'd expect Fabregas to be a little higher up, but I can't actually see him well. Clean sheets, Courtois got 23, and the best player overall in the league was Eden Hazard there, and Morata, who both did really well for us, of course. In the Community Shield, of course, this doesn't really mean anything. We know that Morata got both goals, and Costa and Batshuayi got the assist in that one. Let's have a look at how we did in the Emirates FA Cup. So I know there'd be some interesting players here if we scroll on to Chelsea. In terms of who got the most appearances in the FA Cup, that was Jordan Pickford. He started every game, he got 4 clean sheets. Goals, Morata got 5, wow. And Batshuayi got 4, and a lot of players with 1 there too. A lot of defenders there, Zuma, Munia, well. Munia was 4 assists, are you kidding me? And there's Fabregas with his assists, Moses, Bakayoko, and wow. Munia did really well in this competition, as did Morata, Bakayoko, Manolas, but Van Ginkel, who only played 1 game, he got a 9.1 rating and 1 goal. Moving on to the Carabao Cup, now there should be some more interesting stuff in these tournaments. We'll have a look if we go over now to appearances. Pickford again with 7 in there. Goals came for Tammy Abraham, well, fair enough. Eden Hazard, Batshuayi, Morata, as you just expect. Chani Musondo also in there. I saw Van Ginkel too. Maybe some other players, Casey Palmer, well. Assists go to Fabregas again, Kante, Morata. Clean sheets, 5 out of 7 for Pickford. And Batshuayi again doing really well in this competition. Same goes for Morata, and Palmer did well in the 1 game he played. In the pre-season tournament, we picked a very, very delicate squad here. A lot of players got 5 appearances, as you can see there, and a lot of players just didn't actually end up playing at all, which is really interesting because I know a lot of them were away on the World Cup. So we actually had a really interesting squad here. Abraham did so well for us in this tournament, by the way. It was brilliant. Moses getting 2 assists there, and Pickford getting 4 out of 5 clean sheets. I'm guessing Abraham doing the best. Yeah, he did really well. Rudy got also doing well in there, getting a goal for himself. And finally, let's have a look at how we did in the Champions Cup here. In terms of appearances, Azpilicueta, Kante and Courtois all getting 8. Morata and Batshuayi getting the goals. Getting the assist was Eden Hazard. And the best rating was Chani Musondo. In the 1 game he played, he got an assist, and they enjoyed that. But the player who played a good amount of games and got a good rating was Eden Hazard and also Alvaro Morata. You can see me up there too. Now the guys are going to be focusing on this season and the squad report. We're going to be looking at stats first. We've already looked at this in detail, but we'll have a look at it in massive, in the wider broader scheme thing here. I can't speak, I don't know what I'm on about, but yeah, basically Morata has got a suspension at the moment. What is that for? Okay. And also Christensen has an injury, but have a look at appearances. Courtois and Azpilicueta having the most. Azpilicueta getting 49 in total. He's an absolute legend already. Morata getting 42 goals in 38 appearances this season. Eden Hazard going up there too, as is Batshuayi, Abraham and Insigne. So our attackers having a really good return for us this year, actually. In terms of assists, Insigne gets the most. Hazard, Morata and Fabregas also in there. And in terms of clean sheets, Courtois got 29, which is really good. Let's see who went down. Pedro went down by 2, he didn't play any games. Fabregas went down by 1, Luiz went down by 1, Willian went down by 1. And George McEachran went up by 8, Sterling up by 7, Collins up by 7. This guy's a beast in midfield, by the way, when he did play. Loftus-Cheek, Abraham, and a few of the young players you'd expect to be going up, all going up there. And yeah, it was really interesting actually in total to see how well we did this season with this absolutely huge squad. Look how massive this team is, by the way, guys. We had to rotate all of this, and it was a nightmare. That's why players like Hazard got little appearances in the league, because we had to mix up, and loads of players were getting unhappy, and it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. By the end of the season, there were a few who were unhappy. I think we've actually dealt with it really well in the end. And now just to finish off, I'm going to be going into my office, my career. In total for Chelsea, we've played 128 games. I've won 109 of them, drawing 12 and losing 7. I ended up losing 4-1 to Man U was my biggest defeat, and the biggest win was 6-0 to Swansea, which I do actually end up remembering. And yeah, it was a great series for us, I feel. 4 of 311 against 73. And that's where I'm going to end off this video, if I'm going to be honest, guys. Smash a like on it if you've enjoyed the series, and if you're looking forward for some really good career modes in FIFA 19, I'm going to be getting much better ones, more regular, not as cut up as this, because episodes were coming here like once every month or so. It was a joke really. I want a much more balanced schedule, getting the career mode out nicely, so you guys are still actually engaged in it, and by the time FIFA's already over, I'm still uploading it, which is a massive shame, of course, but that's the way it has happened this year. Next year is going to be an absolute different change, I believe. I'm going to also start live streaming. Won't be doing career mode, but I'll be doing different sorts of stuff in there. Fortnite, you get the drill. And yeah, that's going to be interesting. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Drop a like on this video if you have enjoyed it. I will see you guys very, very soon. But for now, peace out.